Welcome to another edition of Vinyl Thoughts. Now, I've been doing these videos for a couple months now, and I realize that I have yet to discuss one of my favorite bands of all time, so I decided to pick out a record to talk about, and that band is the band Anthrax. Now, I love pretty much every Anthrax album. A couple of the John Bush ones are a little iffy for me, but I love the band. I love listening to anything that they've ever done. But the record I'm going to talk about today is the one where Anthrax becomes Anthrax, and that is the album Spreading the Disease. And I love this album because it is the introduction of vocalist Joey Belladonna, and it starts to solidify that Anthrax sound. But the reason why I like this album also is because out of all of their 80s thrash metal albums, this one is the most varied. There are some truly fast thrash metal classics on this, but at the same time, there's a few songs that are more on the traditional heavy metal side of things, which is great because you really get to hear how fucking good of a singer Joey Belladonna is. This album was released in 1985, and it pretty much solidified them as one of the best thrash metal bands going when it came out. And this is an original copy from back in 1985. Look at that. Look at this drawing. Now, one of the things I've always really loved about Anthrax is that they have always kept an element of fun in their music. They're not so fucking serious all the time. They've had a couple albums here and there where they were pretty serious, but for the most part, they've never really taken themselves that seriously. But anyway, if you look at it here, it's a Megaforce Records version of this album. And really, you can go online and listen to this album on your Spotify or Apple Music or whatever if you've never heard it before. It's such a great record, and it's also a really good opener to let everybody know where this band is about to go. Because obviously after this, they released the classic Among the Living, and this record is just so you could tell that these guys are hungry. And those are my favorite kind of albums. The one where the band sounds like they got something to prove and they're really trying to put themselves out there in the huge sea of thrash bands that were all coming out at that point. So anyway, Spreading the Disease, amazing record. Anthrax, amazing band. So go check them out if you haven't. And if you have, put something down in the comments and let me know what you think. What's your favorite Anthrax album? Anyway, that's all for today's edition of Vinyl Thoughts, and I will see you guys next time.